Greetings and welcome to Royal Booth, your go-to source for all things Sussex. I'm your host, Dave. We've crafted this space to celebrate and support the remarkable work of the Sussexes, providing you with unique insights into their endeavors. We're all about the facts, the fun, and a fair bit of fanfare. But remember, while we're Sussex supporters, we don't represent any parties in this narrative. It's all in the name of entertainment, folks. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into today's topic. We've got a doozy for you. We're unraveling the latest scandal making waves across the media involving the Duchess of Sussex's lifestyle brand, as ever. It's a saga you wouldn't want to miss. So, stay tuned as we dive into this roller coaster ride of a story. You may have heard whispers about a supposed scandal involving the Duchess of Sussex's lifestyle brand, as ever. The tale is as intriguing as it is absurd. A group of self-proclaimed internet detectives on Reddit decided to play Sherlock Holmes their mission to unearth the inventory numbers by adding thousands of items to their carts. A digital treasure hunt of sorts, you could say. And what was the buried treasure they found? Hold your breath, folks. It turns out that a global lifestyle brand has stock. Yes, you heard it right. The Duchess of Sussex, Meghan, is running a successful high-volume business. But here's the twist in the tale. The critics and cynics are trying to frame this as a failure. Cast your minds back to last year. Remember when As Ever first launched? The products were flying off the shelves, selling out in mere minutes. The critics didn't hold back then either, accusing the Duchess of gaming the fans and creating artificial scarcity. So, what did the Duchess do? She did what any astute CEO would. She spent the spring and summer retooling the business, ramping up the production, and making sure she could meet the overwhelming global demand. Now, with 220,000 jars of spread and 90,000 candles ready for her customers, these critics want to call it a collapse because the items aren't sold out within seconds. It's like they've forgotten what a stocked inventory means for a thriving business. So the scandal is that a global lifestyle brand has stock. Incredible, isn't it? Now let's dive into the real meat of this story. The success behind the so-called scandal. Remember the initial launch of As Ever? The products were flying off the shelves within minutes. But instead of applauding the Duchess's success, critics accused her of gaming the fans and creating artificial scarcity. So what did she do? Exactly what any smart businesswoman would do. She took the criticism in stride, went back to the drawing board, and retooled her business. She increased production to meet the overwhelming global demand. Fast forward to today. As Ever's inventory boasts 220,000 jars of spread and 90,000 candles. And what do the critics have to say now? They're calling it a collapse. Can you believe it? They're actually framing the fact that a global lifestyle brand has stock as a failure. But let's be clear, this isn't a mom and pop shop we're talking about. This is a high volume business run by none other than Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. The critics, in their desperation to see her fail, have grossly misinterpreted the situation. They've confused the concept of supply meeting demand with failure. It's laughable, really. The Duchess isn't just meeting demand. She's outdoing herself. She's ensuring that her customers aren't left disappointed, that her products aren't sold out within seconds. And let's not forget the impressive inventory numbers. These numbers aren't indicative of a struggling business. On the contrary, they're a testament to the success of As Ever. They show that the Duchess is running a successful, high-volume business. So, The next time someone tries to spin the narrative and call this a collapse, remind them of the facts. Remind them of the 220,000 jars of spread and the 90,000 candles. Remind them of the Duchess's dedication to meeting the bonkers global demand. And yet, despite this clear success, critics are calling it a collapse. The audacity, right? But enough about the critics. Let's look at some raw numbers. When we take a moment to step back from the noise and the drama, we see a picture that's not just about inventory, but about success. Let's break it down, shall we? If we consider the quantities of just 2 products that were revealed by these internet sleuths, we're looking at 220,000 jars of spread and 90,000 candles. Imagine that. Now, let's say that each jar and each candle is priced at a conservative estimate of $50. Doing the math, we're looking at a whopping $11 million from the spread alone and another $4.5 million from the candles. That's a potential $15.5 million from just 2 products. And remember, this is a conservative estimate. We haven't even begun to consider the rest of the As Ever product line. Now, isn't it ironic that in their quest to paint the Duchess as a failure, these critics have inadvertently highlighted the potential for massive success? Like it or not, these numbers speak to a global lifestyle brand that's making waves. And let's not forget the signature No 5119 candle. Named after the date Meghan and Prince Harry were married, this product is a bestseller, flying off the shelves. While the critics were busy counting jars, the apricot jam sold out again. It seems the Duchess is still underestimating just how much people want her products. We're looking at a projected revenue of over $21 million. That is not a struggling hobby. That is a retail powerhouse. You'd think the Daily Mail would be impressed by such numbers, but instead, they're reporting on this evidence of a successful, thriving international business and trying to frame it as a disaster. So, it turns out that a potential $21 million in revenue is a disaster. Fascinating, isn't it? But what's most telling about this entire saga is the sheer malice behind it. Yes, it's not just about reporting anymore. It's about a deliberate intent to inflict harm on the Duchess's business. Yet, in the grand scheme of things, they've unintentionally done her great favor. Instead of causing damage, their machinations have only served to validate the legitimacy and success of As Ever. Their incessant probing and scrutiny have done nothing more than underscore the robustness of the brand. They've inadvertently highlighted the meticulous planning and strategic foresight that has gone into building a business that's not just keeping up with the global demand, but is also prepared for growth and expansion. This is not a house of cards ready to collapse at the slightest gust of wind. Oh no, it's a sturdy fortress, a retail powerhouse standing tall amidst the storm of criticism and negativity. It's a testament to the Duchess's resilience, her business acumen, and her unwavering commitment to her customers. And let's not forget the sheer irony of it all. Their relentless attempts to paint a picture of failure have only resulted in showcasing a vibrant tableau of success. Every accusation, every insinuation has ricocheted off the walls of their echo chamber, only to return as a glowing endorsement of the brand's success. The critics have become the inadvertent champions of As Ever, their every move amplifying its reach and reinforcing its standing in the lifestyle space. The more they try to pull it down, the higher it soars, fueled by the dedication of its loyal customer base and the undeniable quality of its products. So, to the haters, we say thank you. Thank you for confirming what we've known all along, that As Ever is a powerhouse in the lifestyle space. Thank you for your relentless scrutiny, for it has only shone a spotlight on the brand's success. And thank you for your malice, for it has only served to highlight the Duchess's strength, her resilience, and the undeniable success of her business. So to the haters, thank you for confirming that As Ever is a powerhouse in the lifestyle space. So there you have it, folks. In their desperate quest to dig up dirt, the critics have inadvertently shone a spotlight on the Duchess's success. Meghan Sussex isn't just running a global lifestyle brand, she's running a retail powerhouse, one that's ready to meet the bonkers global demand with a robust inventory. And while these internet detectives are busy counting jars, real customers are snapping up the signature No 5119 candle and causing the apricot jam to sell out. Again, the Duchess's business model isn't just robust, it's resilient, stocked, and poised to take the market by storm. The critics can try to undermine her, but all they're really doing is proving that As Ever is a force to be reckoned with in the lifestyle space. Thank you for joining us today on Royal Booth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful discussions. Until next time, I'm Dave, signing off.